This poem is for the broken. This is for the ones who cry themselves asleep at night because the dawn of the day is just too much for them to bear. This poem is for the broken. And this poem is for the beaten. This is for the ones who dread the walk home because when they get there, they are thrown around like a football in the fall. This poem is for the beaten. And this poem is for the outcasts. This is for the ones who walk into a room and head straight for the corner to save the breath of those who put them there. This poem is for the outcasts. And just because your favorite color is darker than the darkest night doesn't mean your best friend is both sides of a double-edged knife. And just because you're deemed too fat to be in that summertime swim club doesn't mean you have the right to sit in your room on your computer wishing you were like all the other jerks in the world that keep you locked up in there. And just because you don't necessarily have friends doesn't mean you're a freak or an outcast or a loner. It just means you know how to guard your heart and you're saving it for the one who's really going to cherish it. And just because your parents aren't the best parents in the world doesn't mean you have to be like them. You have a choice. Words speak. Hate destroys love. And this poem is for the popular girls. This is for the girls who have it all made on the outside but are filled with uncried tears and bitter loneliness. This poem is for the popular girls. And this poem is for you. This is for the ones who regret waking up every morning because the world pushes them down with more force than gravity. This poem is for you. This poem is supposed to hurt. It's supposed to rip your heart out because if it doesn't, then maybe you just don't have feelings. Because there are people passing us every day, passing you, looking onto the ground because the shame of being seen is just too much. There are people that are too afraid to come out of their own homes because the harshness of living grinds on their hearts worse than sandpaper on a wooden block. We become numb. We've become paralyzed. We've been swept away by anesthetic, unconscious behavior of everyday life, and it's sickening. We've just been sleepwalking in isolation, division, disassociation, hostility, and animosity. So wake me up when this dream is over. Wake me up when this world doesn't segregate us because we're too tall, short, fat, skinny, fast, or slow. Wake me up when this world doesn't put us into categories because we're male or female, young or old, or heaven forbid because someone is too white, black, yellow, purple, or green. We all live in the King's dream, a dream where mankind is created equal. And when that dream becomes today, our observant, blinded eyes will see the world as it should be, equal. We all live in God's world, a world created perfect, but our perfection was destroyed by our own pride and our own wrongdoing. And from then on, this world was nothing but hate, nothing but hurting other people with our hands and with weapons and with our words. And James says, out of the same mouth comes praising and cursing. My brothers and sisters, this should not be. We as Christians and we as people are God's treasures, and God treasures us all. We are supposed to love like Christ and be like Christ, and Christ never hated somebody, but he always loved them. Because words speak, and hate destroys love. And this poem is for the broken, for the beaten, for the outcast, and the popular girls. But above all, well, this poem is for you.